Let me get to chat, open it up, say hi to everybody. Charles King, Reg Lab, Rent6381, thank you for being here and being here early. Refotris, Rooted Rockhound, thank you for being here. Oh, selling gold. Dennis Hendrick, PA Patriot, how's it going? Shane Prothero. Who else we got here? T-Rep Adventures, how's it going? Carl, Old Sasquatch Prospecting, in here early. Yes, I have my coffee, have my big cup of coffee. I've been dying for it. I set myself to 2 cups a day, or 2 really big cups a day. And on Tuesdays, it's hard because I usually drink my second one earlier. So I had to suffer a little bit. Stephen LeBlanc, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Wilderman Adventures, JP Ones and more. I was just trying to watch your short, JP, and it was all staticky. It wouldn't show up because I followed your link to it. I'll have to go look at it later on my laptop. The giant nut. James Culver, thank you for being here. Dave B. Who else we got here? Richard B. I think I got everyone. Mark Sheldon. If I miss anyone, Dennis Hendrick. I apologize if I miss anyone. All right, let me pop out chat while I'm caught up for a second. Go to the ugly mug. Move some stuff around. There we go. James Olson, how's it going? So yeah, tonight we're going to be panning out a 1 gram bag from Black Mass, and I really, really hope this is just all gold. Just none of that extra stuff that's not gold. And again, it wasn't fake gold or anything like that. It was just contaminated gold. It was silver and probably little pieces of copper. But HD Chevrolet, thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate it. Same with you, Carl. I appreciate you being here. Figured JP would know that one. The Gold Vlog. How's it going, Mike? Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate that. Benjamin Garcia, how's it going? Somewhere in Ohio, how's it going? So it should be an interesting night tonight. Like I said, I'm really hoping. I really like Jonathan from Black Friends Paydirt and from Black Mass Paydirt. I really like Jonathan. I think he's a good guy, and he's always had good Paydirt. So, you know, it's just one of those things. That was a really rough review because if it would have been 3 grams and that stuff wouldn't have been in there, it would have been a great, fantastic review. He would have gotten a high score. But he decided to add an extra 0.5 gram, and then it kind of threw me off because even though it wasn't 3.5 grams, it was still a really good ROI. It was a great bag of Paydirt. Just, you know, it's one of those things that happens. It's one of the reasons why I think in the last 2 live shows we've done, in the last 2 reviews before the Black Mass, I complained about silver being in Paydirt. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like silver. You get those really, really tiny -10 pieces of silver, crystalline silver. You know, if it's silver shot, that's easy to see because it's round, it rolls, it's really easy to see. But when you get crystalline silver, really, really tiny, it looks a lot like gold. So, you know, you're going to get that. All right. We'll see. Hopefully he redeems himself. Hopefully this 1 gram bag is nothing but gold so I can go back to the last review and update it and say it was well worth it. Donna, thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know, we'll be getting into that. Justin M, thank you for being here. So I see gold's been staying steady in the 60s. 64 something. I looked earlier today. I think it was 64, 61 or something crazy like that. What was it? 64.51. Yeah, so it's saying around the $64 range. You know, like I said, I would like it lower, but at least if it stays steady, I'm okay. So hopefully it stays steady for a long time. Doesn't do any big drops or any big jumps. It tends to move a lot whenever I have to deal with any amount of gold. If I'm buying something or if I'm selling some Paydirt, that's when it seems to move. Because I think May 1st, I might have some Paydirt up for sale. I'm actually going to be doing, in fact, I'll look for it right there, is I'm going to be doing the Mighty Minis again in May 1st. Either the end of this month or May 1st, somewhere right around there, we're going to be doing the Mighty Minis again at the 100% ROI. And bonus bags. The 5 bonus bags and all 100% ROI. So should be good. So as soon as I make the bags, the price of gold will change. Chris W., thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Occasional Outlaw, thank you for being here. In for higher prices. Yeah, steady gold prices is good, but as long as it waits. Like I said, if it waits till after I put up my Paydirt for sale, it can move wherever it wants. You know, once I've shipped them out, then I don't have to worry about it. Checked out Black Mass, still undecided. Like I said, I really liked Black Mass. And, it's one of those things. There's some Paydirt sellers that I know that I'm in contact with that I've known for a while. Mike over at Vendetta, Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales, Dave over at Gold Bay. I mean, I even talked a lot to Rhett over at Lynch Mining. And a lot of times it's hard to give somebody a bad review, especially when you like their Paydirt. And I really like Black Mass Paydirts. Like I said, if that would have been a 3-gram bag that didn't have those little pieces of silver and those little bitty pieces of copper in them, it would have been a great ROI. It would have been, what was it, an 80-something, 82% ROI. And, the description wouldn't have been hurt. The shipping wouldn't have been hurt. The customer service wouldn't have been hurt. All those numbers wouldn't have been hurt. And it would have ended up with probably a 9-score, 82% ROI. Would have been a great bag. It's just that little bitty stuff in there messed it all up. But we're going to find out tonight because we got a 1-gram bag, which is probably his more popular bag. 3-gram bags I don't think sell as much. I think mostly 1-gram bags are pretty popular, especially with gold prices being pretty high. So we're going to see tonight. I'm going to be digging through it all. Oh, and tomorrow after I'm picking through it all, I'm so happy. I got in my new tweezers. I finally got in some new tweezers. I've been using my drags. All my tweezers have either broken or the tips have been bent. So I ordered myself some nice titanium tweezers. So I'm excited to try these out. I only ordered one because I wanted to make sure they were good. And these look awesome. I just can't wait to test them out so I can order another couple of them. But they were expensive. I think they were like $15 for one set of tweezers. Crazy. So I'll be picking through all this gold later just to make sure it's all gold. CJ Hayes, thank you for being here and being a Patreon member again. Thank you very much, brother. I haven't sent you the thank you again because I've been busy today setting up for today's show. But I did see the email pop in. So thank you for that, brother. 3 commercials? Oh my, I must be getting so popular on these Tuesday shows. They're putting 3 commercials up. Because that's generally how you can tell if somebody's popular. It's just by how many commercials they make you watch first. Because I've seen somebody, what was it? Me and my son went to go watch something the other day, and there was like 6 commercials. It was 5. No, it was 5 commercials. And he couldn't skip the first 3. I was like, oh my gosh. Of course, he was a really popular person, but. Trying to get a bag from Miners Depot. Really? I mean, I know they sunk a lot of money into their, what is it, the Skookum camp? I mean, $1 million into the Skookum camp. So I'm pretty sure that's probably their main focus. I kind of thought that their Paydirt would kind of fizzle away. Especially like once you're in the middle of nowhere and you got to start spending an hour to go to the post office and stuff, But that said, they had some really good Paydirt. I'll have to definitely look at them. I'm going to have to make a note to go look and see. But Anthony Waite, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Kathleen Maples, Josh Moynihan. How's it going? Long time no see, Josh. How's it going? I have a 100% Vendetta Roy bag coming. That's it. That is one of the good things is as long as gold keeps going up, all those people that save Paydirt on their shelves, unlike me, because all these Paydirts are empty, they're all just styrofoam. Their bags of Paydirt are being worth more and more and more. I only saw one commercial. See, that was when my popularity was lower. My popularity goes up and down. It depends. I think before I had the bag of Paydirt in front of my face, so that was the 3 commercial part. When it's my face, it's only 1 commercial. So And I'm just joking. I know my live shows aren't that popular where they're going to base commercials on them. 80 bucks. Here, where's my notes? Let me get my notes. What did we pay for this bag? We paid 85. I paid 85 for this 1 gram bag. Well, I didn't pay for it. My secret shopper paid for it, and then I reimbursed my secret shopper. But my secret shopper paid $85 for this 1 gram bag, and gold was much lower. Oh my. Gold was at $59.05 when I got this. I don't know what that ROI is, but so yeah, seems like gold's went up and his prices have gone down. I'm all with that. Here, let me actually go look at that. Let me go see what's his prices now. Oh, it's 90 now. No, it's 90 now. It went up $5. Yeah, and Gold Spot has gone up $5. It's actually gone up a little bit more than 5. So he is definitely keeping track of gold prices as he's changing price on his Paydirt. But yeah, it's 90 bucks now, free shipping. I paid 85, or my secret shopper paid 85. Julie Brown, how's it going? $42. No, man. How's it going, Vendetta? Thank you for being here. Mike Wolf, thank you for being here. The one and only, thank you for being here. Yeah, I skip all the commercials. I don't watch commercials. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes I just get zoned out, and the commercial will be on, and it's not like sucking me in or anything, but it just kind of puts me in a zone. And my son will have to tell me, he'll have to tell me, skip the ad, Dad, skip the ad. We don't want to watch this commercial. And it's mostly just because the ones that last a long time. There was one not too long ago. It was like an hour-long commercial. I was like, what the junk? Who puts an hour-long commercial on like a 15-minute video? Hopefully all's well with everybody. But yeah, his new price, $90. But again, I don't think that's a jump of anything, because I have had people who, after I do a review, have raised their prices. But no, my secret shopper paid $85 for this bag, and Gold Spot was $59.05. So since then, spot price has gone up $5 and about 50 cents, and he's raised his prices $5. So a little bit better of a deal. 50 cents. You're saving 50 cents if you buy it now. James Culver, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I know the 2 mics in the house, and the Mike Wolf as well. Lots of mics here. I raise my eyes. Flash in the pan, Paydirt. How's it going? Well, you got to always keep. I mean, it's good to keep track of gold prices and raise your prices and lower your prices. I do notice some Paydirt sellers are quick to raise their prices and a little bit, but that's everybody. They're quick to raise their prices and a little bit slower to lower them. So, that's why it doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I don't save any of my gold. Somebody was asking me today how much gold I have on stock and usual, and I told them a couple grams. That's it. Usually, whatever review starts at the end of the month, I might have a couple grams, but generally that's it. I have I told them the end of this month or last month, the end of last month, I had exactly 3 grams of minus 40 gold. It was 3.02 or something like that, fine gold. So see, I don't have all these worries about gold price going up and down, but I did tell them I'm gonna start adding some real Paydirts on the shelf up here. So instead of all these fluff ones. So I need some people with some good packaging to start selling some Paydirt, good Paydirt, so I can start stocking them. Flash in the pan, Paydirt. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. I always appreciate that. Justin M., thank you for being here. Oh, do you have prices back up? I guess you got stock back in. What did Nightbot have to say? Yeah, I saw that Reg had to sell it for your computer. Yeah, that's generally why I don't have gold. I'm always thinking of something else. You know, my kid wants a mountain bike, my kid wants a drone, something like that. Or I think of silly things like I need a $15 set of tweezers and, you know, things like that. So, or Amazon. Oh, yeah, I forgot you're still selling on Amazon. I have to look at that. I was looking at Amazon the other day on Paydirt. I didn't see you on there, but that might have been I was just scrolling through it pretty fast. Sold my stash, 85% of 22 karat spot. That sounds good. That's a good price. I know a lot of people are paying 80%. You probably could have gotten a little bit more, but probably not worth the hassle. And my son is always doing good. My son's a great son. He's a great kid. So plays a little bit too much video games, but you know that's any kid, you know. But he's also like, but he made me a, I forget what they're called. It's like a torch where you take a log and you split it up, and then you stuff the inside of it, and then you retie the log back together, and you know it's a long time candlewood thing. And he made one out of bacon fat, so. Sitting on my shelf. He keeps asking me if I want to burn it. I tell him, no, I don't want my house to smell like bacon fat unless I'm actually cooking bacon. But, you know, he does crazy things like that. He's still a good kid. So, gotta get back into mountain biking. It's weather's starting to get nice, so I need to go fix his bike up, air his tires and stuff. So, not many buyers in the middle of Michigan. Well, that's how you gotta mail it to somebody. You know. Yeah, you can occasionally, well, you can definitely check out Flash in the Pan's website, you know, flashinthepan, paydirt.com. So, I am Zaxxon. How's it going? Much better price than Amazon. HD Chevrolet. I'm on my phone and I'm a little bit slow. And I reply. Just messing with you. Yeah, I'm the same way. I tend to keep my electronics for the absolute longest time possible. My son the other day was trying to convince me to buy a PlayStation 5. And he was pricing everything out for me, showing me, oh, you could get this game, because the only games we play are pretty basic. And he's like, look, they're putting an old PS3 game on the PlayStation 5. And I said, oh, and it was one of our favorites. But I told him, well, look, I'd have to sell my PlayStation 3, I'd have to sell my PlayStation 4, and it didn't even get close to like half of what I'd need. So I told him, nope, we're going to be burning this down to the ground. We're going to wait till those PlayStation 3 and 4 just burn up. And by then, the PlayStation 6 or 7 will be out, so. I pay $95 split, but I only want 16 and larger? 16 mesh and larger? Oh. Not 10 mesh and larger? I have to see. I don't even know if I have a 16 mesh screen. I probably don't, but. Mr. Minix, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Most rarest silicone sensei Paydirt. I don't know that one. What? Shane Prothero. 51 in chat and only 32 likes. I probably haven't even liked the video yet. I think I always forget to like it. And I have it open on my computer too. So that probably does count as me watching it maybe. Let me see. Am I watching it? Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. Yeah, there we go. New PC can handle Warzone too. I haven't tried the new Warzone. I'm not a big fan of Warzone. I've tried the last Warzone and I'm just too old. I can't hang with it. So I just don't have the skills for it, you know. It's too far shooting. Close-up games I can play a little better. I used to really be good, and I'm still good at if you play multiplayer on the small maps like Nuketown and things like that. All the small maps, I'm pretty good at. So I just they have to be close to me because once they start getting farther away, even with my glasses on, everything starts looking a little muddled. So. Yeah, Anthony, wait. That's the thing too. It's the only time I play my thing is if my son's here. So that's it. I don't really, you know, even my computer. I only use my computer for work and stuff like that. I mean, I use my phone or my tablet the most. So yeah, it is free to play. That is one thing. That is one thing. I play a lot of when my son's here, we play a lot of Fortnite. So just because it's a free game, that's always the best. If you can get a game that's free, That's it. I would buy any Paydirt too. I heard through the grapevine that one of my mods might be selling some Paydirt pretty soon. I don't know if he wants me saying it or not, but I'm just putting it out there. One of my mods might be selling some Paydirt soon. So if he gets his stuff in gear. So, all right, let's get to it. Panning out 1 gram bag from Black Mass Paydirts. And it is 2 pounds of material, so we're going to have to get to this. Well, we guess we know Flower Gold Wizards is in the house. He's just sitting around dropping 50s. Thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate that. It's either that or he threw a meat stick on his laptop and Rigby came and jumped on it. But thank you very much, Jason. I really appreciate that. Way too kind of you, brother. My secret Patreon member that doesn't get any of the rewards. He just gets to spend the money, doesn't get any of the wonderful rewards. But thank you. When I was unemployed, I played a lot of video games. Well, I'm unemployed, so I don't play a lot of them, though. If my son wants to play them, I play them. That's about it. And every once in a while, like if there's something he needs me to grind for him on his player, I will play while he's not here. And even when I was employed, I actually when I was employed, I used to play them more when I was employed. But all right, let's go. We're gonna give this away later tonight. Here, I will even do it since. Make sure you go and drop a comment in the hidden video so you can win some Tuesday tailings tonight. 1/4 gram of gold. How many of them? 2 of the 12 bags I made up have 15 grams of silver in each, and this isn't silver shot. It is crystalline silver. So 2 really good bags, especially if you like silver in them. Donna, thank you very much. My #1 fan as always. Thank you. You're my #1 favorite fan as well. Just don't tell any of the other people here. Jason G. Yeah. Actually, my son doesn't. I taught him really quickly. If you just get the season pass and you complete all the challenges and get through all the way through the whole season and get all the coins or whatever you need, you end up with enough money to get another season pass, and I think it's 500 extra tokens. So every 2 seasons you can buy a skin or something with it. So Blizzard, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Sitting in your truck at the hotel. PBR. Why not in the hotel? Did you not get a room? Are you just sitting at the hotel like, should I buy one or not? All right, where is my panning cam? Let me set the panning cam up. And we're going to go start panning because I can talk while we're panning. I'm pretty good at that. I usually don't miss too much of the gold. But there we go. Let's get rid of the ugly mug. Check the panning cam. Yep, that looks good. Let's move some stuff around. We're going to start panning. So give me a second. If I miss any comments, I apologize. While I'm setting this stuff up. GNS is definitely a solid Paydirt seller. He's in my top two. Him and Vendetta, top two Paydirt sellers for sure. I do hate silver in bags. I personally hate them, but some people like it. So I have to get rid of my silver. So these aren't for me. I'm not painting them out just because I dislike something. I don't like gems in my Paydirt either, but I tend to sometimes put gems in Paydirt for others. So if someone gets the the silver bag, and they don't like it, they can send it back to me, and I will just send them one with gold in it. Big Texas. Oh, I'm the wrong person to be asking about finding gold in Arizona. There's no AU and AZ. You need to ask Vendetta. Pick Vendetta's brain. He lives in AZ. He probably knows all the areas you're talking about. You want to ask him about finding gold in my basement, in my studio? I'm your man. All right, that's all the Paydirt out. And it's funny, I filled my sink up with water, and I realized that I didn't scrub it really clean. So there were still organics from the review in there. But I just opened up the Paydirt, and tons of organics. So it's a good thing I didn't scrub the sink clean. Lots and lots. Even dirt and paint. I actually like the dirt. That's my favorite part, is actually getting the gold out. Richard B, you got that. No AZ in Arizona. But yeah, Doug Odette or Vendetta probably help you out a ton. I mean, they're always in Arizona. They live there. I'm in the Miller Prospecting Top 100. Oh, yeah, you're definitely in there. I still need to do my sidebar. It's on my list right on front of my computer, and it's a lot of work to do. And I keep telling my son I'm going to pay him to do it for me, and then I kind of forget to do it until it's like his last day here. But this week I'm going to pay him to fix my sidebar on my computer, on my website. But I don't have to look. How long have you been selling for? Because I have a steadfast rule that I won't put anyone in my top 10 that hasn't been selling for a year. Has it been a year? Have you been selling for a year? Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Better late than never, huh? Hey, Gary, how's it going? Thank you for joining the live show. I really appreciate that. Yeah, did you get approved, PA? Last video I saw, you were just looking at the new RV, and you were saying you were hoping you get approved. And I haven't watched any videos since then, really. I've reviewed your Paydirt, Josh. It might have been a while since I've re-reviewed it, but I've reviewed your Paydirt. I did look at it not too long ago, though. That's the problem, is there's so many Paydirt sellers, it's really hard to get back to sellers without doing lots and lots of reviews. And I only do reviews on Saturdays. So, and one's typically a battle. So it only gives me like 3 weeks to do a Paydirt review. And there's like, what, 100 Paydirt sellers? No, Josh, I've got reviews from your site. I'm almost 100% positive I do. I think I got 2 reviews. If I remember right, I got a small bag and a bigger bag. I mean, it's been a long time though, so my memory is not the best. But if I remember right, I got really good ROI on the smaller bag, but not very good on the larger bag. Here, we're going to throw this rock away. But a little bit of gold, first pan, no silver, no roly copper. A year next month. All right. Well, in a month, remind me on Tuesday tailings to on a Tuesday show to look at adding you to my top 10. Hopefully by then I've got my top 10 situated on my website. And if I miss anyone's comments, I apologize because it's hard for me to keep track of it because I look down to pan. Give me a proper mining tent now. There you go. See, this is some dirty material. This is a good chance for everybody to get some Tuesday tailings. These are always the ones I'm worried about that I'm going to lose some gold. Really dirty stuff. Especially on Tuesdays, because I do tend to pan a little bit faster than I do. Be right back. All right, brother. I'm surprised you're not cooking, man. Or eating. One of the two. I know I do need to go through my top list, though. I think what I'm going to start doing is maybe next year I'll do a big battle to see who goes, like the end of the year, do a big battle between all the Paydirt sellers. You know, it might not be one battle, but like 2 or 3 battles with all the sellers I think should be in the top, and then, you know, put them in their place. As in what order they go in. All right, let's see. Pan number 2. Got some more gold. Ooh, nice little bit of gold in this pan. A little bitty rock. Get rid of that. Am I'm Nightbot's intern, or is Nightbot my intern? That's all right. Oh, I am Zaxxon. There's some muddy stuff. No, I didn't see your video. Did you post a video? Here, I'm gonna go open it up on my computer right now. Give me a second. Just so I can watch it after while I'm repainting this. Nope. All right. No, I have not watched it, Jonathan, but it is on my computer. So when I'm repainting this later tonight to see if I missed any gold, which I will throw back in if I did, I'll just weigh it up and then throw that pieces back in. But I'll definitely have to look at it. You missed early in the show. Like I said, that's what I was telling everyone early in the show. I had a really hard time, not giving you, not saying giving you, but it's always a hard review when it's a seller that I like, and it's not you, Vendetta, Gold Nugget Sales, Gold Bay, even Lynch Mining, Big Texas. There's lots of good companies out there. When there's a bad company, it's easy to give them a good review when they do a good bag of Paydirt because you're like, oh my God, they're typically so bad. So it's easier to give them a good review. But when a good seller does something and you go like, oh man, I got to give them a bad review. It's like, oh. And it wasn't something, like I've had good sellers go bad, where they just stopped producing good Paydirt. But that wasn't it. It was obviously just a mix up. But I always do review my bags that I get in hand, and that's what I have to do. I'm not going to change it up or, But I got to be honest about the bad sellers. I got to be honest about the good sellers when they have bad, Paydirt. And it wasn't even a bad score. I think it was a final score, 8.2. That's still a good bag of Paydirt, Like I said, it was just a weird situation I was in with that bag. I got 3.3 grams on a 3-gram guarantee. It was just that little bit of silver that really threw me off. Maybe a blind Paydirt battle. Oh, that's a good idea. See, Kathleen with all the ideas here. Now I know who to ask for good ideas. I'm writing that down. That's such a good idea. I'm actually writing that one down. I have to think of a creative way to do a blind Paydirt battle, though, since some sellers use very unique bags. And then it would always be like if I had a secret shop, I can have a secret shopper order any Paydirts for me and disguise the bags, but I can't really have them open them. And, because then there could always be that thing where, oh, what if they open it and a piece of gold was lost or something. But I do like that idea. I'll have to look into it. I mean, most of these sellers that I would do, though, I would consider have good customer service. I wonder if I could send them bags and tell them to fill up the bag. But then they would know it was for me. No, can't do that. See? Silly me. And they would know it was being reviewed. Bad Dylan. Bad Dylan. But I do like that idea. I'll have to definitely look into something like that. More gold. If it tastes red, it's Vendetta. Well, it's kind of like the Vendetta when he does the guess the Paydirt, It's not always that easy. You see something, like if I got this dirt in, I would think that it was probably Vendetta's just because the amount of organics in it. Some Paydirts would be easier to tell than others. Unless it was a Coyote Creek, if it was from Gold Nugget Sales, once I got that seashell, I'd pretty much know. Just dump dirt into clear. But I'd have to have a secret shopper dump it in there. And then you get the problem with somebody who loses could easily say, well, your secret shopper, tainted it. I do like that. I'm definitely going to think about that. The one good thing is I always have lots of time to think about those things because I always have my Paydirt schedule out 3 months in advance. So if I was going to do something like that, it wouldn't be until August. So I got time before August to think of a way to do it. It's the same thing, Kathleen, though. But once somebody opens the bag, I mean, like I can tell you, I mean, I'm think since they closed shop, I was pretty vindicated. But I did have a seller not too Arcs Gold, where when I didn't give him a good review, he posted everywhere, posted videos on his channel, everything else. That because I used a knife to open the bag, it was proof that the bag had been tampered with in advance, even though you could see that the bag was still sealed. But just because I didn't tear the top off, that was the reason he got a bad review. So, I don't think any of the sellers would do that, but I'll figure out something. I mean, I could always open the Paydirt and be blindfolded. I could do that. I could have my son. See, that's what I could do. Is I could have my secret shopper put them all into like, just plastic bags so I can't see what each one is, or in a box so I can't see what each one is. And then I could leave the room, have my son open them all, dump them in pans. I'll figure something out, but I do like that. A blind test, or that way the name. I mean, that's one of the reasons, though, I do use my criteria is so I can't really, like, score somebody better than somebody else, but that would be interesting to see. Hey, Graveyard Prospecting, how's it going? Josh Ortiz, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Anyone else? Big Texas Prospecting, thank you for being here, George. Appreciate it. If anyone else, if I missed anybody, I apologize. It's hard to keep up with chat, especially once I start talking and panning. Hey, TM, I was trying to look for something in chat, but I can't find it, so. Paydirt A against Paydirt B. Yeah, I mean, as long as they're similar in price, or at least similar content. Usually the two ways I do my battles is they either have to be similar in price, like two $80 bags of Paydirt. It doesn't matter what they have in them, as long as they're the same price, or ones that are guaranteed the same amount of gold. I just saw a little piece of gold. Hey, Blistering Barnacles, how's it going? SDI Prospecting, how's it going? A lot of latecomers watching me. Very dirty, very organic material. Type of stuff that Jason G likes. Hey, MJ, how's it going? Rich 6381, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, brother. Appreciate everyone who's just here putting up with my ugly mug, even though you can only see my ugly hands right now. The mug is hidden. I know I have a Paydirt battle coming up. I think it's June. I think June. It's a massive amount of dirt. I don't know how much gold's going to be in there, but it's going to be a lot of dirt to pan out. And it's funny. I've done a couple like that where it's like a large amount of material and not no guaranteed gold and stuff. And I usually get really bored like halfway through where I'm like, oh my God, why did I choose to battle this? But we'll see about this one. Got a face for panning. That's it, rather. That's it. Dirty like Jimmy's secret spot. Yep. Is that like my Paydirt dirty? I do. I like it like this. I like this without organics. I'm just not a fan of organics, but that's just typically if it wasn't for a review or something, and I probably should start setting this up for I guess Tuesday is good. Usually I use a pour off bucket or something, and once I got the organics floating, I'd pour them into another bucket. But I don't really do that here or in the reviews because I'd have to keep adding water to my sink. But I do like dirtier Paydirt. It's just a little bit more challenging. That's it, brother. That's okay, Josh. I'm excited for you to move, brother. I know you'll be much happier in AZ and much cheaper. Hopefully you're getting everything packed up soon. I like the stuff that stains the side of your toe. That's it. I just don't like, see, like here, you can't really see that. Well, you can kind of see the edge of my sink, but it's all the staining is just organics. But I do like that. When I used to use a tub for all my videos before I got the sink, I used to always like the ones that you have to go afterwards and like almost use a Brillo pad to scrub the side of it and make sure it's nice and clean for the next review. Can you do a Paydirt battle, flash in the pan versus golden Paydirt? I don't know, brother. Are you sure? What if you lose? What if you lose? Do you really want to take that chance? They actually do have some flash, some golden Paydirt on the way too. I don't know why. So I kind of had a debacle. I had a Paydirt scheduled to be reviewed for Saturday, and it unfortunately didn't show up in time for my secret shopper. Like it was supposed to be here like 2 weeks ago, and it didn't show up, and we've kind of been patiently been waiting for it. And it hasn't shown up. It just showed up today, but it won't be here in time to get to me for my secret shopper before I can have time to review it for Saturday. So I was like, oh, I'll get some golden Paydirt in just as a filler. You know, a cheap little filler. And it's not going to be here on time either. So luckily I had a couple other bags of Paydirt. So I do have something coming for Saturday. Yeah, I you know, it might have just been where I was at, but I didn't really like, I mean, I did like Disney when I was in California, but that was about it. And that was just because my daughter loved Disney, so. Hey, Mark. Yeah, that Life W, that's a good red Australian dirt. Oh, I was talking about Life W Gold today to somebody. I do love some Life W Gold. I mean, I love most Australian Paydirts. I just love the dirt. But unfortunately, Life W Gold is probably the best one to order from to get a good ROI. I mean, it's still not going to be a great ROI because of the shipping, but man, That is some red stuff. Driveway dirt Paydirt. I know I've got there's a couple spots in my yard you can tell where I've dumped Paydirt because it's just a different type of weeds growing there. 1.5. Well, that depends on how much you paid for it. I don't even know what I paid. What was this one I got? I don't know. I think it was like $50 or something. So it's probably $50 just thrown down the drain, which sucks because I was really, if we would have gotten here in time to shoot a video for it, it wouldn't have been so bad. But now it's probably just going to sit on a shelf because I moved stuff around. Unless I just throw a random video up one day. Flash in the pan bag from 133. I thought it was like 105 or something last time I looked. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. Couple pieces of gold in every pan. Really happy with that. And again, this bag is guaranteed 1 gram. And it looks like we're definitely going to find that. Watched a video last night on Opal Hunters, Paydirt. Well, Carl, I have an Opal Hunters video up. You just got to go through. How are you a mod not know that I have an Opal Hunters Paydirt review? I did a review on their Paydirt. Carl. See? Opal Hunters Paydirt right here. We did that. Old news, Carl. It didn't get a very good. I mean, it was a decent review. You know, anything that anybody's going to send you opals or anything like that, you're going to get pretty much non-cuttable or polishable opals. They're just the type of opals you stick in a vial with some water and show to people. Worthless. 94 on the website. Oh, I was way off. I was thinking 105. I was going to say 107, but good thing I said 105. I was only $9 off. Or $11 off. I guess nobody watched my opal review. Because there's two, I don't know if the other seller you can still get them from, but so there was the Opal Hunters you could order from direct. Or no, they stopped. So what it was, they might have changed this, but at the time when I did my Opal Hunters review, the Opal Hunters wouldn't ship to US. They were only shipping in Australia. And they had an American guy that was buying it in bulk from them and shipping it for them. And I don't know if that's still going on because I wasn't a big fan of that because then you could kind of like ship stuff to somebody and they could pick through it and pick out the better pieces. And, you know, I didn't like the middleman part. So I don't know if they're still doing it that way or if you can order it direct from them. Man, I don't smoke the hippie lettuce anymore. I gave that up a long time ago. I couldn't deal with the side effects of that hippie stuff. Even though I'm a huge Freak Brothers fan and Fat Freddy's cat fan. Fat Freddy's cat, the best cat ever. But no, I don't mess with that stuff. More gold. I just haven't. The last time I looked at your website, you were out of stock, so I probably didn't pay attention to the price too much. See? Now we know who's smoking the stuff. I still hate lynch mining. I still don't know why you can't enter PA. PA, send me a message on Patreon so I can figure out why you can't enter the just as a reminder, because every time you tell me that, I'm like, oh man, I definitely need to look into this. And then I kind of forget after the show because I start shooting the other stuff. like the Wednesdays update, my next reviews and stuff. So I kind of forget about it. But definitely send me a message on Patreon so I can dig into this and try and figure out why you can't see. I mean, because you're obviously logged in because you get the PA on, you know. You can get those bags on Etsy. Yeah, that's the American seller. I talked to him after my secret shopper ordered the Opal bag, where he's like their distributor or whatever. And then, because originally the Opal Hunters were selling it when they first put their bags out, they were selling it overseas. And I guess like somebody's got seized or something, so they just stopped doing it. And you had to buy from the guy on Etsy. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the middleman thing, but yeah, I think I gave it a decent score. It's Gem Paydirt. You're never gonna find your money's worth or good ROI on Gem Paydirt, but it's all about fun. And I thought I found some nice looking pieces. I think I watched a review of somebody else who got a bag that got some much nicer pieces. They make creams and stuff you can use without the high effect. Oh man. Nah, I'm good. I'm high on life. I don't need any of that. I got my coffee. I got my kids. I got my crazy cat. That's all I need. And I got lots and lots of Paydirt to keep me company. Be greening. HD. I know, old Sasquatch. That's it. Young Guns Opal Hunters. This is their Paydirt, man. This is their Paydirt. I'm telling you, if you order a bag, it'll come in this bag. It's Young Guns. My video, I even say it. I think the thumbnail even says Young Guns on it. Nice little piece there. I heard that boy moving around. Tiny, tiny little picker. We're still not done with all this dirt. Man, it's getting late. Start panic. I always forget sometimes I talk too much early in the show, forgetting how much material I have to go through. And hey, Benzo, I saw you earlier and I didn't say hi to you. Thank you for joining the show, Benzo. I appreciate it. Mm. All right. Trying to read up on chat, keep up on it. They had one with Boulder opals. Yeah, I sent the opals I got to Jackie Scott to look at to see if he could do anything with them, and he couldn't do anything with them. I mean, I wasn't gonna have any use for them, but I think, like I said, I think I gave it a decent score, just because again, it's really hard to mess up gem Paydirt. More gold, more gold. Again, guaranteed 1 gram. I haven't seen any silver yet, so we're almost done, which is good news. When medicinal weed became legal, lots of people got sick. Yeah, I don't have to worry about legalized weed here. Indiana's probably gonna be one of the last states. Hey, Wanda, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining us. I was never a fan of weed. All my friends, though, man, all my friends loved it. So I kind of just partake in it when I was younger, just to hang out with my friends. I preferred drinking myself, but drinking, I guess, was more expensive. But I don't know. I could tell you when I was a kid. I mean, I guess I was like 16 or something. That's all we did. And then as I got, a little older, I was like, I'd just rather drink. Well, there you go, TM. Those are the best opals, the free ones. Weed, California. Nice little piece up in there. Okay, I think we're on the last pan. Drinking is easier to control the buzz. Plus, you don't get cottonmouth. That was my big thing. Was cottonmouth and munchies. I couldn't deal with those. That's what ruined it for me. Because one, I was extremely poor, and we usually spent all our money on weed. So then you got cottonmouth. You're drinking nasty tap water, and you're hungry. It just was not fun to me. Fly back in 7 weeks. Well, there you go. That's right about on the time Vendetta's going to be up here. Plus it stinks. Yeah. I will say that is one thing I really don't miss any of my bad habits. Gambling, because I was a horrible gambler. I mean, everyone would bet the opposite of what I bet. I was so bad at it. I don't miss drugs of any kind, and I normally don't miss drinking, but I do miss wine. That is the one thing I do miss: a nice Cabernet. That was the one good thing. I will say is, like I was saying earlier, California, I wasn't a huge fan of it, probably because where I lived. But I did like that there was Disney. I think it was like an hour away for my daughter. But the job I had, I did love my job just because of the fact that we were changing out the wine menu. So we were tasting wine pretty much every day. And the best thing about it is we had to change the menu, so we'd have to pair. We'd have to open up the place that was built, that was the beverage manager for. The owner, when he had built the place and had the first guy running it, had bought all the wine, was all French wine, so all Bordeaux's and things like that, and really expensive ones. And we were changing the menu all to California stuff, so we had to taste the Bordeaux's or the Beaujolais and try and find a good Cabernet or a Pinot to match the flavors for the food, because the food hadn't changed. So I do miss that. I do miss a good glass of wine. Well, not from drinking beer. Oh, I can remember some horrible things from drinking beer. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, and I've been smoke free for what is it now? 7 months now. No cigarettes. 7 months. Right around today too. Tomorrow will be officially 7 months. No smoking. So yeah, bad habits are just bad habits. They're hard to break, but once you get rid of them, you're glad you did. Hey, Dib, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. I know it's late there. Rich, A3 Sky Warrior, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We got the 4-pack. Oh, that was all the dirt. I'm looking around for more dirt. That was it. We just got to do some cleanups now. Yeah, this is my second time quitting. First time I quit, I mean, I smoked since I was probably 14. And the first time I quit was like 11 years ago when I didn't smoke for about 6 years. And I started again. And now 7 months clean. No cigarettes. Now it's just me and coffee and a crazy cat. Is Earth Scum here? Hey, Earth Scum. Yep, all of the above, Earth Scum. Mostly the Mad Dog. Mad Dog 2020. We used to drink a lot of that. Thunderbird, I never really liked that. And I guess even though we were in the South and it was really popular, MD 2020 was much more popular. Old English. Where I was at, there was Old English was popular, and then Mickey's were really popular too. But yeah, well, that's a Mad Dog. I remember I guess I was in my like 30s or something, and we were going down. Me and a friend were going down childhood memory lane, and we said, let's go buy a bottle of Mad Dog, see what that tastes like, because we couldn't even take a sip of it. It was so nasty. Oh, Josh, oh, you gotta give up that vape too. Those vapes aren't good either. Because that's what I was gonna originally. That's what when I said I was gonna quit. I said I just need to get a vape, and they're just as bad. You're just changing one crutch for another. You just have to quit. It's hard. I can't tell you the number of times I tried quitting. Usually I'd quit for like a day or two, then I'd just, any excuse I could find to leave my house to go to the gas station. My car would be full. I'd be like, well, I could still use another gallon of gas. I did drive last week somewhere, and I'd be right there. Oh, I need a lottery ticket. Oh, well, I'm here. I might as well get a pack of cigarettes. But you got drunk quick. You did, you did. And it was super cheap. Oh man. It's like $2.50 or something crazy. And you knew it was toxic. Oh, I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but there was a movie. Oh Lord. I just kicked all my buckets underneath the table. There was a movie a long, long time ago, right when Mad Dog was popular, and it was about some a guy who accidentally falls through the wall in his liquor store and finds a case of booze. And everyone that drinks it either explodes, and he starts selling it for like $1, and it's all like the winos drinking it instead of buying the Mad Dog 2020. And they either die or explode or something else, melt. It's the funniest movie, making fun of the people that like buy Mad Dog. But Bud never went away. I was watching a couple things with like people who were saying they switched to other beers. Like I saw a thing where Kid Rock had switched to different beer. That beer is owned by Anheuser-Busch. I mean, it's so funny. You know, they're just switching to another brand that's owned by the same company that charges more. That's probably profit was higher on those other beers they switched to. That's why the stock has gone up because they're just buying the more expensive beer that they doesn't say Anheuser-Busch on it now. Everclear, yeah. Used to drink that a lot too. Does anyone know the movie? Now I'm gonna have to look it up. I hadn't thought of that movie in years. I'm gonna have to look it up though. I'll try to remember for the next show though, Dib. Here, I'm gonna write a note so I remember. It was a really bad B movie, but it was so funny. Mm. Here, just make this a little bit easier. No, this is the 1 gram that was supposed to be in the 1 gram bag. Or just brew your own beer, you know? Supposedly it's easy enough nowadays. Make yourself some toilet wine. Hey, S-Rip, how's it going? Oh no, why are you trying to run away? Piece of gold. Go back up there where you belong. Trying to get rid of all these organics. Hey, Vester, how's it going? Some prison wine. So all for gold, all for gold. Thank you for joining us. Thank everyone for joining me tonight. Let me pan up this black mass 1 gram bag, and I see no silver or anything else in it. It's just all gold. Been doing good, doing good. Can't complain. Life is always good. You get your ups and your downs. But can't complain. Things could always be worse. I did have something funny the other day. I got tired of paying for bottled water, and the water here sucks. So I went and got a reverse osmosis thing for my sink, and it was on sale too. So I bought it, shut off my water valve underneath my sink, hooked everything up. It works perfect, except for the stupid water valve now leaks. So now I gotta go tomorrow and change it. Because those water valves, they don't get turned on and off every 10 years, and once you move them, they start leaking. So went through all the trouble of making it nice and neat and pretty, and then stupid old valve has to leak. But that's the least of my problems. It's a good day. But there we go. 1 gram of gold. And that looks about 1 gram of gold. Hopefully you get better soon off for gold. 4 weeks, yeah. It's a long time. Recoveries are always long after surgeries. All right. That means it's ugly mug time. But we do get to give away some Tuesday tailings. Move everything around. All right. Got all my notes here I've been doodling on. The reverse osmosis, I have the one that has the little thing that puts the flavor back in the water. It's got like the alkaline rocks and stuff. So I've used it before. It was on my old house when I was married. We had put one in. Looks like a heavy gram. I don't know. You can never tell with gold. But here, all right, let's ugly mug time. Shrink down the pan and cam. Oh, that's not it. That was black mass. Nope, got to turn the face cam. There we go. Got everything all combobulated. Let me get the pan and cam shrunk down and put it on the screen. There we go. Pan and cam there. All right, now I can open up chat. Well, hopefully your pain's not too bad either after surgery. Guess on the weight? I don't know. I'm going to guess 1.1. Right around there. 1.11. Should be well over 1.1. So, but tomorrow I will have a results show tomorrow. I'm going to pick through it. I'm going to use my brand new titanium tweezers to pull all that gold out of there. And I will have a ROI on this bag and everything else. Yeah. Any thoughts on Gold Bay's bottle of gold? Don't buy it. That's my one thought on it. Don't buy it. You see, I display everything that comes in cool little bottles and jugs here that I get that I like. I ordered a Gold Bay bottle of gold. We did it on a Tuesday show, and I threw away the bottle because they tape up the whole bottle so much that when you peel it off, all the tape off, they use glass tape. When you peel it off, it ruins the bottle. So it's a really cool bottle. It's just the bottle gets torn up and everything else. The Paydirt was good, the gold was good, and I liked it. But for paying, I think you're paying an extra $10. Maybe it's $5 or $10 for that bottle that you can't use once they put so much tape on it. So, wasn't that good? First 6 days. Well, that's good. It's good it's going away. Just make sure you always got it. It's hard not to listen to the doctors, but you don't want to mess anything up. Drink from the hose and be immune from everything. Well, see, if my water wasn't sourced from the Ohio River, I probably wouldn't worry about it because I am from Louisiana and we drank all that water down there. But I don't know. Lately, everything that's been pumping into the Ohio River, You never know. It's probably even worse going through my reverse osmosis, but it doesn't work anymore. So it doesn't work right now anyway. So I did all that for nothing. And it's funny because I was like, I went out of my way to do it yesterday because I was like, got to go grocery shopping tomorrow and I don't want to have to buy more water. I don't want to spend another 30 bucks on water. And, I had to shut it off because I had the stupid thing leaking. So, and I'm not going to be able to get to the store until this weekend. So tomorrow I got to go buy water. I could have put it off and waited another week to do it. Yeah, Gold Bay's a great company. I like their Paydirt. Their Paydirt's really good. The ROI is good. Just the little gimmicky bottle was not worth it. If they sold it separate I mean, the funny thing is they didn't even need to tape it all up like that. And it's a screw top. You just screw it on there, and then you just use some painter's tape around it, to make sure that it doesn't unscrew in transit. But it's kind of crazy. Like they tape up the whole thing, and then they put it in a bubble mailer. So if anything, it's going to break open from the USPS slamming it on the ground or something. It was just craziness. It's the dead bodies in the water. That's it. All right, let me see. Uh, all right, I'm going to post a link. Make sure you go post in the hidden comments. You can win a bag of Tuesday's tailings tonight or have a chance at winning a bag of Tuesday tailings. And these bags do have a 1/4 gram of gold in them. Made up 12 of them, and 2 of those have 15 grams of crystalline silver in each one. So if you like crystalline silver in your Paydirt, these are the bags for you. If you don't, you might not want to win. But there are some ineligibles, and that's John Gear, A3 Sky Warrior, and Sean McClelland. So those 3 ineligible, and anyone that's not in the U.S. is ineligible because I can't ship it overseas. And again, as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. It's all on me. So make sure you go leave a hidden comment, and I will be sending, if you're a Patreon member, let me know if you win when you post a comment in the live GAW, because if I do pull your name, you do have to post something in the live chat before the end of the show to claim your prize. If not, you lose the prize. If you're a Patreon member, let me know, and I will throw something else in there. I think I have some copper rounds or something. I forgot to look in my treasure chest today, but I think I have a copper round or 2 in there. I'll throw those in there for you for being a Patreon member, for winning and watching my ugly mug. Not only do you support the channel, but then you come here and look at my ugly mug. So I will throw something extra in there for you. All right, Outlaw. Can you pan out? So yeah, silver pans out just like gold. And typically the crystalline silver will stay with the gold pretty good because the gold will catch up in all its nooks and crannies and keep it there. So but yeah, silver pans out just like gold. You know. Real quick thoughts on Clash. He's a nice guy. He's got a good channel. I wouldn't buy his Paydirt, but I've done a whole bunch of reviews on Clash. I think it's 60% ROI. I think his best bag is 60% ROI. If you get it on sale, I think it's 65%. If you're desperate to buy a bag from Clash, wait till he has like a 10% off sale or something. He does do them occasionally, not too often. Usually he does sales on his really cheap $15 bag, which is really bad. I think it's like a 20% ROI. But occasionally he does do a 10% ROI, 10% off on all his Paydyrts. And then you could get, the only bag that's worth buying is his $105 bag or whatever it is. The strike bag with the 1 gram, but only then if you get the 10% off. So. But he's not a bad person. It's just, I'm not a fan of his Paydirt personally. You know, like I said, there's nothing against him. I'm focused on Paydirt. I review Paydirt, and his is not a good Paydirt. So fun at times, but there's lots of Paydirts that are fun. You can have fun and good Paydirt. It just depends. That's why it's kind of the thing. If you just want fun, get a gem bag of Paydirt. You can get those for 30 or 40 bucks. You'll have a ton of fun with them. You won't find any gold, but they're a ton of fun. But once you're spending $100, because I think the Clash Strike bag is $115 or something like that, it might have gone up in price. For $115, not only do you want to have fun, but you also kind of want a good ROI. I started with Clash, but climbed up Paydirt. That's it. There's certain ways. A lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people find Clash first, buy his Paydirt first, then get hooked, then move on to better Paydirts like Vendetta, Gold Nugget Sales, Gold Bay, Big Texas Prospecting, Flash in the Pan Paydirt, Northern Nevada Gold, Tommy Knockers. There's a ton. Indiana, prospectinggear.com. There's a lot of good sellers that are so much better than Clash, but they start with Clash and they move their way up, and that's great. And that's much better than the people who start with gold and Paydirt and then move their way up, because then they tend to find the 30%ers, the 40%ers, the 50%ers, and it takes them a longer time to find the really good Paydirt. So well, that's awesome, Mark, and thank you very much. Mm. Oh, I'll talk bad about people if they have bad Paydirt. Gold and Paydirt sucks. Hey, Daniel, thank you for being here. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but we're going to get ready to pull a name. Let me go set everything up, make sure everything is right. Get my link, make sure all the comments are going through. So you've got a minute. If you have not posted your comment in the hidden video, make sure you do. While I'm doing this, maybe one of my mods will drop the hidden comment so everyone has a chance to get it. And all right, looks like everyone is getting approved. I just need to pull the link. Go to night. Go to the comment picker. There we go. So we're going to pull a name in about 5 minutes. Tuesday tailings. And again, these are tailings from my Tuesday shows. I dump them in a bucket, scoop them out, dry them off, make 12 bags at a time. Each one of these bags does have a 1/4 gram of gold in them. And 2 of the 12 I made also have 15 grams of crystalline silver. So a nice bit of crystalline silver. You probably know if you win the bag, if you just squeeze it a whole bunch, which I try not to do. No, but we do have some ineligibles as always. John Gear, A3 Sky Warrior, and Sean McClelland, plus anyone who's not overseas, because this is only available to people in the United States and people who are watching the live show. Only other rule is, once you win, if you win, you must post something in the live show before end of chat to declare that you won. And if you're a Patreon member, you must tell me you're a Patreon member as well, so I can throw in some extra goodies for you. And yes, Yukon Alley is really good too. There's a whole bunch that I forgot when I was doing my little ramble of all the good Paydirts. There's lots of good Paydirts out there. Much longer than I can keep a list of in my head. Because every time I say like good Paydirts, there's always ones I forget. Like I typically forget Prospecting Gear is a really good one that I forget. Tommy Knockers is really good that I forget. Who else? I'm trying to think. But there's a lot of good sellers out there. A lot better than, 7 years ago when I started this, there was Gold Bay was probably the best seller out there. I mean, there was others. There was goldpaydirt.biz or something like that, or goldprospector.biz. He was really good too. And then Lynch came along and they were the top dog for a while. But there's definitely a lot more good Paydirts now. So saving up for Vendetta. There you go. You can't go wrong. Vendetta was my 2022 Paydirt of the year. So Paydirt seller of the year. Oh, Vendetta is the top dog right now. So close last year was Gold Nugget Sales. I mean, it was really close. Really, really close. So I think those two are pretty much, either one of those would be a great bag of Paydirt to get. Next year will be some interesting Paydyrts because next year it'll be, I typically try, like I said earlier, try not to put any Paydyrts that are young and fresh because, you know, things change in a year. You got to let them have a year to sort themselves out and not be giving away gold and losing money and stuff like that. But next year will be right around the end of December. There'll be a lot of new Paydyrts that are a year old, so. That's it, Big Texas. I got a Big Texas Paydirt review coming up Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday we'll have a Big Texas review. Next Tuesday we're going to be panning out some Big Texas Paydirt. And then tomorrow we're going to be posting a results video on this to see that if I got the 1 gram. I will update the last review I did on Black Mass on whether or not I think you should buy from Black Mass or not. And as long as that's all gold and it's a 1 gram, I'm pretty sure I would be happy saying that they're a good Paydirt to buy from. So I have a lot to do tomorrow, but let's go give away some Paydirt. Let me get rid of the pan. Bye-bye pan with the gold in it. And we're going to do the window capture, face cam, shrink down the ugly mug, and give away some gold. So there we go. And yes, I will be updating this video, the Black Mass Paydyrts review number 316. So if you go back to that video on Wednesday, tomorrow, I will have an updated pinned comment on it telling you would I buy or recommend that Paydirt again. I told you to wait until Wednesday, so I will update that tomorrow with the results show. But let's go pull a random comment. And again, if I pull your name and you are not one of the people I already said is ineligible, you must post something in the live comments to collect your prize before the end of the show. You'll have about 5 or 10 minutes. Otherwise, you lose that prize, and you also lose your eligibility. You will not be able to win until I've given away all 12 bags, and this is bag number 4. So you definitely, if I pull your name, want to post something in the live chat. But here we go. Let's fetch everything. Make sure, yep, it's on camera. Include replies, nope. Continue. And let's pick a winner. Jason G. What a way to spend my Tuesdays. There you go. You can't beat that. And you get to watch me paint, and you get to win a bag of Tuesday tailing. So Jason G, congratulations, brother. Just need to post something in the live chat before the end of the show, so we all know you're here, Jason. I don't know if this is going to be dirty stuff. You might not like this stuff, but, you know, it's still Paydirt. You know, it'll be super easy to go through. You'll have a couple seconds of fun. Dean Olson, who's top dog now? Right now it's still Vendetta. Until I find a Paydirt that I think is better than Vendetta, Vendetta is still going to be my top dog. I mean, if there was somebody that wasn't his top dog, it would be Gold Nugget Sales. I just think right now Vendetta is still killing it. So, all right, Jason posted. So, all right, congratulations, Jason. You know, this should take you all about 30 seconds to pan out, but, you know, unless it's got the silver in it, then you might have a little bit more time with it, but congratulations. Or you can just do like HD and just put it on your shelf, you know. Thank you very much, T-Rep. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you, everyone who joined the show. Thank you, Jason, for being my secret hidden Patreon member. And everyone else who contributed to chat tonight. I appreciate that. Hung out with me. Put up with my ugly mug. I really do appreciate you all. But again, Wednesday, we'll do an update showing you how much gold I pulled. And since this was purchased by a secret shopper, I will tell you the ROI. I will weigh up the gold. And then I will also go back to last Saturday's review and update that on whether or not I recommend this seller. I'm pretty sure, I didn't see anything in there. I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going to go on that. But we'll see tomorrow on that. And then Saturday, we're going to be going through some big Texas Paydirt. And next Tuesday, we're going to be going through some big Texas Paydirt as well. So this weekend's going to be some big Texas. And thank you very much, Flash. Do a review on Miller Prospecting. I don't think anyone's done a review on them yet. I mean, it's weird. I don't know why nobody's done a review on my. I have sold my Paydirt before, and again, like I said, I think at the end of this month or May 1st, I will have some Mighty Minis up for sale. Mighty Mini Paydirts. I will have some of those back up for sale. So anyone is more than welcome to ever review any of the Paydirts I sell. I don't sell it very often. Every couple months, I sell a couple bags, but I always try to make sure that they get pretty good ROIs. So I don't worry about the. Thank you very much, Occasional Outlaw. Well, I still have the last bag from you. Well, you can add his twin. This will be his twin there. What big Texas prospecting bag? And that you'll just have to know. You might be able to see it on the shelf. I don't know if it's on the shelf, if you can see it on the shelf on the camera or not. But you'll just have to wait till Saturday to find out. But it is all I'm going to say. It's a big Texas prospecting Paydirt. So. I got a .31 in my Tuesday bag. Oh, that's awesome. So, yeah, if you're going to, don't review these. Don't review my Tuesday tailings because these are free giveaways. It's 100% ROIs. But if I ever sell one, I know some people have bought them that have YouTube channels. And I'm always, I take criticism if somebody finds something wrong with my Paydirts. Oh, well, too bad. I'm not competing against anybody. But I think that's going to be it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go grab something to eat real quick before my kids call. But thanks, everyone, for showing up. I really do appreciate everyone who shows up for these Tuesday tailings, these Tuesday panning sessions. And I had some fun panning this out. So, Jonathan, I think you definitely redeemed yourself with the 1 gram bag. So, I really did enjoy it. And I enjoy everyone coming to hang out with me, watching me pan this out. So, hopefully you'll all come back next Tuesday while we pan out some big Texas Paydirt. So, but I'm out of here. Thanks, everyone. Happy panning, and hopefully I'll see you all either Saturday or